No, it's nice outside.
Hey, Coach, can you give us any update on Z, Dyson, and Trey, and if they do go tonight, minutes restrictions, rotation changes?
All of those guys will be available for tonight. I'm not sure about the minutes at this moment.
T-Wolves 6 and 7 without Cat. When they do find ways to have success without him, what do you see when you flip on the film?
They do a great job of attacking the paint. It kind of changed a bit from last season. I thought they shot, more threes. That was their intention. They get out in transition and attack. So those are two areas that you have to be aware of. And they can still shoot the three ball well with Edwards and D'Angelo Russell and guys like that come in, and Bryn Forbes. So they're still a solid team. You just have to make them take tough shots and force them to guard the entire game.
I don't know if this has even crossed your mind, but your first win as a head coach came against the Timberwolves in October. Do you remember that game, that moment at all? And if so, what do you remember?
I do. First and foremost, was just glad to get a win against an up-and-coming team at the time. And, it was a start to a special season. So I'll always remember that moment.
I know you preach energy out of the gate. Minnesota's a very good team in the first quarter, averaging over 30 points, fourth in the league. So how important is it going to be to come out and match your energy right away?
Extremely important. You don't want to give a team like Minnesota with a ton of guys that can play, that are solid guys, confidence. And that's what happens when they get off to early starts like that. They can get going quickly.
There's also a team last year you had a lot of trouble with turning the ball over. They do a lot of little things well. They get steals, deflections, a lot like what you guys do. So what are the things you're going to try to do to combat what they're going to do defensively?
Keep the game simple. Stick to our game plan, and go out and execute over and over again. Don't get bored with our execution.
These last 3-4 games, you guys are taking a pretty high volume of threes. Just what do you think about the ways you guys are generating those looks on the offensive end?
I think we're doing a great job of generating good looks. And the key is not just to take them. Obviously, we want to, but to try to be efficient with shooting the three ball. And so when we can get to the paint and we can get kickouts or offensive rebounds and we get kickouts, those are some of the best threes that we can take. And trying to stay away from a ton of off the dribble shots like that.
With so many different starting lineups, how do you get like different combinations of guys to try to play one style? I mean, how do you get like guys all on the same page when it's changing night to night?
It's a credit to the character in our locker room. It's a credit to the work that all the staff puts in and all the players put in, and so they have a great understanding that no matter whose opportunity it is tonight to start or to play, we have a standard and we have a style in which we want to play in. I think that's important because when you know what's being asked of you, it's easier to go out and execute. It's still a hard game no matter how you slice it, but I think that's a credit to the guys in the locker room.
Coach, what type of leap have you seen Trey make this season?
Trey has made a huge leap. He has a definable NBA skill, and he's searching that out every game, and that's his shooting ability. And his shooting opens up other opportunities for him to drive and to make plays for his teammates. And then defensively, he's continuing to get better at just taking the challenges of guarding some of the best guys, switching on the other guys, and making them take tough shots. So extremely proud of what Trey is doing thus far, and he has a bright future.
Last thing on CJ, everybody knows the veteran leadership and that type of thing, but what else stands out in terms of what he brought to this team when he was acquired last season?
He brings, along with being a veteran and his leadership, he brings experience just in the NBA, and that's hard to duplicate, is the experience that CJ has had throughout the course of his career. You look at college, coming from a smaller school and having to grind it out, being a top pick, going through injuries early in his career, playing alongside Damian Lillard, which was great for him. But then moments when Damian wasn't playing, they gave the ball to CJ. So he's had so many different positions throughout the course of his career, and that type of experience means a lot to me as a coach, our coaching staff, our organization, but also to his teammates. That's what he brings to us. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys.